What's up guys, it's Scott. Today we're going to be putting this Turner chassis mount shifter into Mikey's E46 drift car here. His shifter is not very good. It's all over the place. Fifth gear seems like it's really far away from the rest of the gears. It comes loose while he's drifting, takes away from time on track. He's got to go tighten it back down. So excited to get rid of those problems for him. This is available for all the E-chassis. Another nice thing is that this kit comes with everything you need to install it to completely overhaul your shifter assembly. You have a new DSSR, new pins, new clips, and then a new shifter select rod joint, along with the bottom plate that'll go underneath the car to sandwich in the chassis, and then this boot that'll keep all the noise and dust and dirt and everything out of the car. All right, let's get started. All right, so for this job, you don't need too many tools. You're gonna need a drill and a step bit, or a drill big enough to fit the holes in the bottom of the shifter plate. I used a flashlight and then a pick. If you're doing the selector rod, you're gonna need like a pick or something to hook the ring that holds the pin to hold the selector rod joint onto the actual rod. And then whatever parts you need for the interior of your car, some of the stuff was missing, so I used a Phillips screwdriver and a T20. Yours may be different. And then to tighten the shifter to the body, you're going to need a 10mm for somebody up on top holding it, and then a 10mm for somebody underneath tightening the bolts for the plate. You may need other tools if you decide to lower the transmission, or you have to pull heat shields out of the way or anything like that. We didn't have to do that on this one, so really this was the amount of tools needed to do the whole job. This car already has an aftermarket chassis mount in it, so yours may be different. If you have the factory style, you'll have some other parts you'll have to remove during the installation that won't be going back in, such as the carrier and etc., which is very easy to find online if you need that information. But the first step is going to be to remove the shift knob and then get all the boot and everything off to get it ready to drop it out through the bottom so that you can remove the whole factory or aftermarket shifter assembly. So after you get the shifter and all the stuff inside the car removed, you're going to want to get underneath the car and take off the heat shield, the exhaust most likely. This car, luckily for me, already has that stuff removed because it's a drift car, so I can get straight to the bolts and unbolt it without doing any of that. Most of the time you're going to have to get under there and pull the heat shield out of the way so that you can actually see the underneath of the shifter and the carrier and be able to get in there to remove everything. All right, so we got the old shifter out and the old DSSR rod and the old selector rod joint. I replaced that with a new one, and the new DSSR is in there. Now, one thing I want to point out, when you go to install your chassis mount in any of the cars, some of them come with holes pre-drilled where it looks like it'll mount up to this. Just make sure that if you use those holes, that the DSSR is in line with the transmission straight and you don't have an angle in your DSSR, because it causes binding for shifting. So the most important thing when you're doing this is to make sure you line up the DSSR straight before you drill any holes. You want your shifter to be positioned where you're going to want it to be so that it's sticking straight up and down instead of at an angle. So you're going to want to actually attach this to your DSSR, have the car in neutral, and to make sure you have this rod pointing straight up when it's in neutral. What I normally do is mark the two back holes first, because then you can actually take this out and use the bottom plate as a template. So you just have to mark the two back holes, and then if you line those up, you mark the two front holes off of this piece, drill all 4 holes, and then you have to slide this on. It's a real pain to get over here. Do not cut it. Use silicone spray or something on it and make sure you get this over here, or else you'll have a lot of wind and noise that you didn't have before. So you want to make sure you use this. Do not modify it. Make sure you slip it over as one piece without cutting it. And then you're just going to drop it down in there. It'll line up with your holes, and you're going to need another person because you can't be on bottom and top at the same time. So at this point, you're just going to start all the bolts and then have somebody underneath tighten them all, tighten it all up, and then hook up your DSSR again. So as I stated before, you're going to want to put this down in here and have it actually installed onto this, and make sure that you have this at your preferred angle of where you want neutral to be. If you want it to be straight up and down or back slightly, and then you're going to move this bracket depending on what angle you want it to be at. But you want it to keep in line straight with the DSSR. You don't want the DSSR to be angled over to one side or the other, because that's going to cause binding when you try to shift into any of the gears. So you want this to be perfectly straight with the transmission, and you have to make sure you install this so it's perfectly straight with the DSSR and at whatever angle you want neutral to be at. Oh, it's hitting. There we go. Oh my God, that's money. He's gonna be like, oh, this is so much better than before, dude. This is crazy. All right, so the install is pretty simple for this. As you could see, pretty much anybody could tackle this in their garage in a couple hours. The most important thing is having your DSSR lined up straight. It may not position your shifter perfectly straight in the car, but it'll help with the shifting and it won't jam up in between gears or any of that. The link to the kit will be in the description, and make sure you like, comment, and subscribe for more content.